It's not very often I get excited about a new product. We've been 2-3 years in development for this. We've gone through numerous prototypes and that, and we've fine-tuned everything, and we believe that we've got the ultimate product now available to hit the shops. It's the new 12-foot Spod rod. We've been tuning this rod for a few years now. We've gone through loads of slow-mo videos to get the perfect curvature of the rod as it loads. We've took away power, we've put power where we need it, we've ironed out all the flat spots, etc. And we believe that this is the ultimate 12-foot Spod rod. When we've been developing the rod, we've tried all different rings, we've tried single legs, double legs, all different makes of rings. So we've settled on double leg rings, basically because of the amount of abuse that a Spod rod actually takes. And these are Keegan rings, which are very, very durable, but also very, very lightweight, which makes the rod recover faster. The reel seat made as comfortable as we can. We've got a nice thick grip at the bottom, which you don't want a thin blank and that slipping out your hand when you're spodding. We've made the handle 60 centimetres, and over testing, I do a lot of testing and testing rods every week. The difference that made was an average of 10 yards in just moving the reel seat up. What it does is it creates, that's your pivot point, and having a longer butt section creates a faster tip speed, which basically makes your leads and baiting devices go further. The idea of casting is to create the tip speed, to load the rod and create the tip speed. So by moving it up slightly, that is moving the pivot point. So when you pull down on this end of the rod, the tip actually goes faster. So we've done loads of testing on this, and it's an average of at least 10 yards. A Spod rod to me is the most important rod I have. If you chuck a rig in the wrong place, you just wind it in and re-chuck it till it's right. If you chuck this in the wrong place, you're baiting in the wrong place. So basically you're not fishing effectively. So in my armoury, the Spod rod is the most important rod I have. So 1, I need it to get there. 2, I need it to be accurate. The blank of the rod, it's made with a Spiral X core. Now you've seen the Spiral X with the Ultras and the iPower X with the TX9s. Well, this is a new concept, the Spiral X core. And what that does, it creates a much stronger blank with less twist, and it makes it a more rigid blank with faster recovery. It creates a much more accurate rod for casting. I've had rods in the past, and many of my friends and that have, and you're trying to hit a marker and it's going 10 yards to the left or 5 yards to the right or whatever. It's not you, it's the actual recovery of the rod. What this does, it eliminates all that because of the Spiral X, there's no spine in the rod. So as it recovers in a straight line every single time. So basically, where you're pointing the rod, that's where you're going to go. It's not going to wander off, it's going to go straight and true. The strength of a Spod rod's very, very important, and with the Spiral X core you've vastly improved the strength of the actual blank. We've weighed all the baiting devices, and they weighed anything from 5 ounce all the way up to 9 ounce, which you're talking beach caster weights really. And to get a rod this light, to get the strength in it to cast these weights, is unbelievable really. We did notice that when we were weighing them, the particle weighed an average of about 1 ounce heavier than what the boilie only did. So you want to think about that when you're in your own fishing. Some people just aren't strong enough to cast a 9 ounce baiting device. We're going to go on a field. We've got identical setups with 021 braid and 036 leader. We're using the Ultegra Spod reel and the CI4. We've got the proper workhorse, fast retrieve, proper cranking machine, and we've got the bit more refined CI4 just to see a comparison and what will produce the ultimate distance. We're going to use all the different baiting devices. We're going to use boilies and particle to see if there's much difference. So we're going to proper put it through its paces to find out what it can do with large spods, normal spoms, all different types of weights. we've give this a proper pasting today. We've cast everything from 5 ounce all the way through to 9 ounce with it, and it's just took everything we threw at it. I've never chucked spods as far with a 12-foot rod before as I have with this today, and it's never felt out of place or anything. It's just took everything we've give at it. And putting a spod 206 yards with a 12-foot spod rod, it's ridiculous really, because of how light and the power in it. There is a 13-foot rod coming out, which we haven't finalised yet, and usually with a 13-foot rod you're going to get 8 to 10% on top of a 12-foot rod, so that's definitely one to watch out for. But for a 12-foot spod rod, I'm amazed, to be honest.